Hi everyone, and welcome back to week 2 of my 75 hard journey. I just wanted to do a little introduction to let you know what 75 hard is, what are the different activities that I need to do every single day, just so you have a little bit of context if you've never come across 75 hard before. So 75 hard is a challenge that was created by Andy Frisella a long time ago. I don't know how long ago, but a while ago. And basically the premise is for 75 days you need to do a set number of activities every single day, and if you miss even one activity in a day, then you have failed and you need to start again from the very beginning. The activities sound easier than they actually are, but the failure rate of 75 hard is extremely high. I have personally completed 75 hard before. I did it while I was pregnant. I started week 20 of my pregnancy. I finished week 38, I think 37 of my pregnancy. There was a period of time where I did actually fail due to things outside of my control, I'll say, but you know, even though it was outside my control, I still technically failed. I did vlog that whole journey and it is in my channel. If you just look for a playlist of 75 hard while pregnant, you will find it. But yeah, I'm back at it again. I have two little girls. I've got a 3-year-old and I think she's like 16 months now, month old as well. So it's interesting now trying to get all of the activities done while managing life with the 2 girls. So what are the activities? Okay, so first one is a progress picture every single day. So you have to take a picture. It is a very simple thing to do, but it's also a very simple thing not to do, and I think that's why it is one of the activities. There is also a gallon of water that you have to drink, so different people calculate a gallon differently. I calculate it as at least 4 litres. So I make sure that I drink at least 4 litres of water every single day. You have to do 2 workouts. One of them has to be outside and they have to be 45 minutes long and they have to be at least 3 hours apart. So a lot of information there on the workouts, but yeah, basically one always has to be outside, and one can be outside or inside, whichever you prefer, the other one. And they have to be 45 minutes and they do have to be 3 hours apart, and that's for time management reasons. And then also you pick a diet. So whatever diet that you want to do, it's really it's like a buffet. You choose, excuse the pun, what kind of diet. But once you've decided on that diet, you need to keep to the diet. Absolutely no cheats whatsoever. Obviously it has to be something that's going to bring you further along in your goals, and it's going to make you closer to where it is that you want to be, but absolutely no cheating and no alcohol. And the final activity is you have to read 10 pages per day of a physical non-fiction book. So can't be audio, can't be ebook, and it can't be a fiction book. So again, you choose your own journey here of what kind of book that you want to read, but it has to fall within those guidelines. So this is week 2 of me doing 75 hard, going through all of the different activities that I just mentioned there, and at the end of the week I will be doing a recap of how I got on, any kind of like learnings that I had, what I enjoyed or didn't enjoy. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and I will see you again at the end. Hello, good morning. It is officially Wednesday, which is week 2 of 75 hard. However, I just wanted to do a video to close off last week. So yesterday I did have a snack during the day after my lunch. I had a banana with peanut butter on top, and then last night I had a very good helping of that lasagna. Talk about portion control, there was none. However, it did fill me up and I didn't have anything after that. And then last night I did a late night full body stretch, and it was really interesting because actually it's the first time I'm seeing it, but in the comments it was all like, oh, I'm doing 75 hard and this is a perfect thing for me to do every 6 or 7 days or whatever. Like there was so many people like, yeah, me too, I'm also doing 75 hard. So that was kind of cool. I've never noticed that before in a video. And it's actually been something that's been in my watch later playlist since probably the last time I was doing 75 hard or 75 soft or whatever I did last time. I honestly just can't remember. So yeah, we still have like a good bit of lasagna left, so that's probably going to be lunch today for Carol. I would like to have my scrambled egg cider. I didn't have them yesterday because Carol made me a lunch, or made me a steak and stuff, which was nice and something different. But yeah, it was really nice, and the girls liked it as well, which is good. That was 10% fat mince, and yeah, just all the things in it. It was nice, it was good, but we didn't have a side with it. It was just lasagna, so probably if I had had a side I wouldn't have had everything else with it. I'm just trying to see what I have there. I have loads of meatballs that I need to get through, so it's probably going to be a meatball heavy couple of days. But yeah, I feel like I really need to move away from all the Italian style like mince and meatballs and pasta dishes. I feel like we've just been having a lot of them with like Caesar salads and stuff. So I'm going to see, maybe when I do my next shop I might do like stuffed peppers or something like that. It still can have the mince and the cheddar and all that sort of stuff in it, because I think it's good to have mince. Like, it's good quality meat that you can have, and it's like you can vary it a good bit, and like even like burgers and stuff are really just like mince patties and beef and stuff. So anyways, that is it for week 1, and I'm looking forward to seeing what week 2 has in store. Bye. Good morning. So it is officially week 2. It is Wednesday, 1st of October, I believe. Yeah, the 1st of October. I have finished one bottle. It's coming up on 9 o'clock, and I've taken my photos, and I am going to the gym today, so that'll be my indoor workout done. I look forward to coming home. I'm already a bit hungry, so I'm looking forward to coming home and having my scrambled eggs and my rashers or whatever I have. Yeah, that's it. So I have nothing more to say about that. I do have a back spasm that's been there a good while, and I do have pains in my right quad, but I'm feeling optimistic. I don't think I'll be doing like my typical like 2-day program, because I'm on like my middle day of the week in the gym, so I'm not sure. It's probably going to be like an upper body workout, or it's going to be some kind of conditioning workout or something. So I'm very excited to go in and do that and get it out of the way. And yeah, I'm just about to fill up my second bottle. Hello, it is Thursday. I don't know what day of the challenge it is. I guess if yesterday was day 9 of the challenge. It is just about 10 a.m. I have my pictures taken, and I have 2 of my bottles of water done. I'm actually in an underground car park for a shopping centre. I thought I would pop in here and see if just by chance if they had anything for me to wear at the weekend. If not, I'll figure something out. And I thought I would do this after drop off, and then get home, put Saoirse to sleep, and then maybe do a yoga or something. But she has fallen asleep in the car, which is not ideal for me whatsoever, because now she'll just be wired when I wake her up, even though she'll only have had like a really short sleep. Yeah, so what I might end up doing is, hopefully I have the stroller in the back of the car. I might put her in the stroller and then do like a little shop or whatever, and then maybe even do a 45-minute walk outside around the town. Like, there's nowhere to go, but I might at least get my 45-minute walk done, and then I can do a yoga later. That's what I think I will do, which is completely different, total plan change. I thought I'd be doing my walk later and I'd be home a lot earlier, but it looks like I'm spending a lot of time in the town that I'm in now. Anyways, I don't want to wake her up too soon, so what I'm going to do is, I actually brought my, I have my book with me. Actually, I might read my book now while she's asleep. That could be good. I had planned on just doing, I have like a few kind of prep things to do on my phone. Like, I need to check, like, again, what time do I need to be at the event, what time can I leave, all that sort of stuff. So I'm sure there's an information in an email somewhere, so kind of want to do all of that. Unfortunately I don't have any extra water with me, and I finished my second bottle here, so I might end up even buying maybe, how much have I done? I've done If I bought like a 750, that would be my small bottle, and it just means that when I go home I just need to drink another purple bottle, but I don't like having like a bigger bottle. So just on the bottle situation, okay, so I like getting bigger things in general out of the way and then just having smaller things. I feel like once I have my 3 purple bottles done and I just have the cup, that motivates me. Whereas if I was to do the cup earlier and have the purple bottle left over, that would seem like a big chunk of water. Even though it's the exact same amount of water, it's just like mentally that would feel like a bigger task than just like drinking the cup. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So yeah, I might end up buying water anyway rather than waiting to get home, and then at least I'll have something drank. Even if I was to buy a litre of water, yeah, if I was to buy a litre of water, that's in essence one of those bottles. I'd be down 0.2 of a litre, but it doesn't matter because my 750ml cup at home makes me exceed it anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a litre of water and then that'll be done. See, thinking on the go. So yeah, I'm going to read actually. I'm going to take off a few bits, then I'll put Saoirse into the stroller, I'll do my shopping, I'll go for a 45-minute walk, and then come back and go collect Brona. That's what I'm gonna do. Haven't eaten yet. I had like a fifth of a piece of toast that had some butter on it just because I'd made it for the girls and they weren't eating it, and typical, once I'd eaten that tiny little piece, they were both like, I want toast. But I just didn't want to go to waste. It's the, like, I got like gluten-free and dairy-free and all this sort of stuff bread because it was reduced in Tesco, but Saoirse's not really been eating it, so it's just been going to waste. So that's actually why I ended up eating a piece of it today, because I was like, I'm sick of just throwing out this bread. So she must not like it, and actually I wanted to taste it just to be like, why is she not eating this, like, you know. So yeah, I wouldn't be getting that again. No. And it's interesting now because I've run out of like the normal bread that I normally make my toddlers sandwich with for her lunch. And this bread that I have, it just breaks apart. It's actually just crap bread as well. It just breaks apart if I try to butter it. So I toasted her a slice, buttered it, and then made her little sandwich with it. So we'll see how that goes. She might be fine with it, she might eat it, or she might not. And if she doesn't, then I'm kind of snookered, honestly. But that's neither here nor there. I am going to get one of those smoothies again. So the peanut butter, banana, frozen yogurt and protein powder. They are quite filling, so I don't know if I will have much of a like brunch then later. I think they're probably quite high in like calories and stuff as well. Not that I count calories, but like if they are quite high in calories, like it's probably dense enough for me. Like I might have something small later and then just make something for dinner. I have loads of meatballs, so it's gonna be pasta and meatballs. Really need a bit of variety now. Like I'm happy with like the ravioli lasagna that I made. I'm happy with the actual lasagna that I made in terms of like cooking, but I need to cook something that's not Italian based. I do like Italian food, but just something a bit different. I might even, next time I go to the shop, I might get like a full chicken and maybe some veg, and I bought some gravy granules the other day, and potatoes, so I might like try a roast. I'm not really good at like roasting food, you know, roast potatoes and roast, I don't know if you need specific potatoes for that, but roast veg and stuff like that. I might try do something like that after the next shop. Okay, I'm gonna go do some work now and read my book and get those 10 pages done, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, I'm definitely gonna read, but I can't even do my few bits of work because down here I have absolutely no signal, can't even search my emails. So I'm glad I have my book because that's like literally all I can do right now. So change plans. Also dinner last night, so I never mentioned that. So we had leftover lasagna, we had a Caesar salad, and then I had a banana with peanut butter. But honestly, I was still full from my eggs and stuff, so I was kind of just eating for the sake of eating. It's probably the water filling me up as well, and all the teas and coffees and stuff that I'm having. But yeah, I was fairly stuffed in general yesterday. Didn't really want to have dinner, but the lasagna was nice and the Caesar salad was nice and the peanut butter and the banana was nice. Yeah, so just FYI on that, that's what I had for dinner. And then I went to sleep pretty early, so I was like lights like gone by 10 o'clock. I was in bed obviously earlier with the girls, and then I go on my phone and watch a few things, and I was like, oh, just wrecked. And I'd seen it had gone 10 o'clock and I was like, lights out, gone, eye mask on, knocked out. But yeah, that was dinner earlier on yesterday, not earlier on, yesterday. We are out on our walk now, and I'm actually walking all around my old university, which is fun. Silly, but I forgot that this was even an option when I was thinking about there being nowhere to walk. Yeah, I used to have lectures in there, so this is cool. This is actually a big graduation space. You come here to take your pictures, and there is a clock up there, and there is like a story that if you walk straight down this path during your time here, you're not going to succeed in your course or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, very nice campus and university, so it's actually really nice being here and walking around. And actually I'm lucky that I had to do a walk early because a big storm is coming, so it's actually quite windy now, but I think the rain is to come soon, so it's a good thing that I'm out doing this now. It is starting to rain and I still have a good 20 minutes of walk left, but I'm at the back of the university in a spot that I don't think many people know about unless you had cause to know about it, but gorgeous walkways, like really nice. Look at this, it's stunning. From memory, I think straight down ahead is a graveyard, so I might just walk down there rather than going further up there. Go down, have a look, and then turn around and start making my way back to the shopping centre. But I imagine this rain is only going to get heavier, so I was going to say the sooner I get back the better, but I need to do the time anyway. I'm just very conscious of Madame. I didn't bring a rain cover for the buggy. Well, it's not too bad now, it's kind of dried up a bit. So yeah, this is our walk today. Sorry, but look how cool this is with the trees. They've created this arch. Wow, I just think this is so cool. I have not been here in about 15 years, maybe. Very cool, very, very cool. Saoirse is getting angsty and wants to get out of the buggy, but no can do, Saoirse. No can do. Let's see, on my right, is this a graveyard? It is. I see the graves. I see them. Okay, here we are. Such a cool walkway. I will definitely come back here during the challenge at some point. Just park up and go walking because there's so much more to walk down there. And again, I wouldn't have even thought of this. It was just by chance. I was going to take a left up the town. Traffic lights were taking so long, so it's like, right, I'll take a right, and that pretty much brought me into this campus, and I was like, oh, okay, this will do. So yeah, I'm delighted now. This has been amazing. Hello, want to say hi? Hiya. Just cooking some dinner here. I actually only had the gym nut earlier. I didn't eat other than that, so started getting a bit hungry. It is now coming up on 4:30. So I had a banana with some peanut butter, and I told Carl, my husband, that we were going to do meatballs and pasta, and he was like, pasta again? And I was like, I know, I'm sorry. But then I was thinking about it. I was like, right, what could I make that was different based on what we have, which isn't a lot? So I've cooked 2 packets of meatballs because they needed to be cooked anyway, and then just went straight back to my huge some peppers. I've yellow and green peppers. I've got a full red onion, and I've got 3 cloves of garlic in a pot currently cooking. I also have 2 chorizo sausages sliced up and in there. And what I'm about to do is I'm going to pour the meatballs into the pot that are already cooked. I'm going to put like a sauce over them, and then I'm going to use these brown rolls that are actually called subs, and they will be like kind of a meatball marinara sub kind of thing. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. And then I also cut up some potatoes, looking in here now. Then oil, pepper and Italian herb. So let's see how it goes. Good morning. It is a very wet and upcoming stormy day here in Ireland. Storm Amy is en route. I decided instead of going to the gym this morning, I would do my outdoor workout by walking my daughter to school, which I wouldn't even do on a nice day, so it's a bit mad that I'm doing it now, but I figured if the weather is to get worse, I'm better off just getting it done now. So I have my picture taken, I have 1 bottle of water done. Once I get home I will have my outdoor workout done, which is great. I have a 2nd bottle of water with me, so I'll drink that now on the way home. And yeah, I just need to focus on my event that I have tomorrow. So I still need to pack the car, I need to reorganise all my bits. I have a list of everything that I want to bring, like pop-up banners, table, chairs, chocolates, journals, obviously any kind of bits of technology like my card reader. I'll need to bring all of those things, so I want to get home now. Hopefully Saoirse will go to sleep. I will organise them, pack them into the car while I'm still wet, and then have a shower and maybe read my book, have some breakfast. Definitely having scrambled eggs today, for sure. The sub last night was actually so nice. There's some of the meatballs and stuff left over today, so might have a bit of that for dinner or something. But a shop is actually needed, so I might need to weather the storm later and go to a shop. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to set up for the event today. I'm going to go in tomorrow morning, so I'll get up, I'll leave the house around 7ish, get there for 8, which is when the doors open for us, bring all the bits in, set up, do a 45-minute walk, probably in rain, all around the outside of it. Come back in probably drenched, change my clothes, put on my makeup, and the doors open for attendees at 10. So it's kind of a 2-hour window. It takes me about an hour-ish to get tables and stuff set up. So yeah, that is my plan. Carl and the girls are going to follow me in after. Bron has ballet in the morning and it's way too early with the setup and everything, so that's what I'm going to do. And it's going to be good. Okay, see you later. Hello, it is me again. It is now 10 to 3. I just finished my yoga, which was very challenging with my 1.5-year-old because she was climbing all over me for the whole thing. Are you saying hi? I am very sweaty. So we had no eggs. I have to do the shop today, so I had a sub and whatever meat was left over from last night for my breakfast / lunch. Oh jeepers. I had my walk obviously this morning. I am 3 bottles in. I still need to drink my cup, and got my reading done as well. So other than food, that's the only thing I have left. I literally got home from my walk, put Saoirse to sleep, read my book, and then spent the rest of the time prepping for the event tomorrow. So I have all my stuff organised. I have the car packed. Hiya. And then before I knew it, it was 12 o'clock and time to wake her up and go collect the toddler. And so it was home, brunch, put the toddler to bed, yoga, and now shower time. Desperately needed. I feel so hot and sweaty. It was a lot of lifting. I lifted a lot of heavy boxes in and out of the car, and in and out of rooms, and in and out of under desks. But yeah, I'm delighted to have all that done. The car is absolutely packed to the gill now, and I'm gonna have this shower. I need to do a bit of admin for tomorrow, and then other than that, I want to try on a dress that I bought the other day, like yesterday. I want to try that on again because I might wear it tomorrow, see what shoes I want to wear with it, and kind of just get those sort of things prepped. Oh, yeah, I've got an interview, a radio interview at 4:15 actually, so in an hour or so, which I'd forgotten about, so I need to also be ready for that. And then once my husband's home, I will run to the shop, do a grocery shop, and then chill for the evening. I'm not doing anything then for the evening other than having some dinner. So I'll show you whatever I end up getting later. I do want to actually, before I go to the shop, I want to check out some recipes and plan 1 or 2 bits of my shop based on that, so that we have a bit more variety next week. I don't want to try anything that's like anyway remotely Italian. So maybe a bit of Mexican. I was thinking even like curries and stuff, but like with 75 hard, I would want to try not just use like whatever's in a jar, even though that is what I'm using when I'm making pasta and mince and stuff in terms of sauces. I might try get a bit more adventurous once I get more comfortable with the recipes that I've been doing. I might get more adventurous about making my own sauces. Whereas for now I was trying to just getting through all of that, but yeah, maybe a curry or something. I don't know. If I can find something that's easy, I will. Also, I was watching the show Traitors last night, and they were all eating like loads of like Danish pastries and scones and stuff, and I really wanted a Danish pastry. So not that I'm gonna necessarily make Danish pastry, but I might prepare to do some baking this week. I had a bread recipe that was really easy, and I've made scones before, so I might start off with them just to get started. But I think that would be a good carry on from the last 10 days or so. Okay, shower time. Bye bye. Hello, so I'm just going to make some dinner now, and I'm literally just going to use what I have in the house. So I'm going to do it before I go for a shop. And it's really random stuff, so I'm going to flip you around and show you what I have. So we have an onion, which I've already started to chop, garlic, mixed beans, which I might use. I've got black pudding and white pudding, some rashers, sausages, chorizo, half a green pepper, olives, capers, and potatoes. So these are the things that I am going to use. I'm thinking of actually making the potatoes into like, I'm thinking of cutting these into quarters, baking them in the oven, chopping all of these up, including rashers and sausages, into bits, and cooking them with all of these in a pot, including this, and then it can kind of just be a slop really, but I think it'll be tasty. And then I really need to go for a shop, like really. This is bad when this is kind of what you're working with. Okay, so I am really making this up as I go. This is all my kind of like meats and bits and bobs. Here's my veg. I was originally actually cooking them in here, and then I thought better of it and I flipped it over onto that, so I added my veg in here. I'm going to start cooking this now. Once this is cooked, I think I'm actually going to put it in here, and then I probably will end up using like a pasta sauce or something just to kind of bring it all together. And then we have the potato chips, obviously, that I've just cooked up, or I am cooking, and I'm not going to use that mixed beans packet. So this is what we're doing, and we'll see how it goes. So there is bacon rasher, loads of them chopped up, 8 small sausages, chorizo, black and white pudding, the veg obviously. But I was thinking if there's much of this left over, I can bring it with me into the RDS tomorrow in like a lunchbox. I normally don't have much time for eating, so even if I just had it there and a spoon, I could maybe just like wolf it into me. I honestly don't like eating hot food cold. It can make me kind of like gag a little bit. I don't really like it, but you know, if this is nice, then I might not mind doing it as much. So anyways, I'll show you what it's like when it's finished. Okay, so I opted for the veg to go into this pan instead. So I think these are all fairly well cooked. I'm just not confident on the sausages, but they've been cooking for a while now. What I'm actually going to do is, I don't know, this all seems so weird doing like sausages and rashers and pudding and stuff with the veg to begin with, and then also putting like a pasta sauce on, but we're just going to go with it and see what happens. So I have this onion and garlic pasta sauce, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour that in. I'm just going to let it simmer for a while, take it out. The potatoes are done, so I'm going to serve them up now and then stick this with them and just see what happens. It's a bit of a weird one, but look, I figured you have like tomato ketchup with your breakfast. Like in Ireland we have all these for breakfast food, so that's also why it's weird, but yeah, let's see what happens. Good morning. It is just gone 6 a.m. Saturday morning. I am up. I had planned to just kind of like get up, be in no rush, to just get everything ready, get out the door to leave around 7ish. To do all the things to, you know, arrive there, put up my stand and go for a walk. However, with this storm, I just checked the weather and it's lashing rain at the moment. Whereas in the kind of like late afternoon, kind of like from 5-6 onwards, I believe the rain is to stop and it's just to get really windy. Like really windy. So what I've decided to do is I'm actually going to do a yoga downstairs now. I'm not prepared. I don't even have a yoga mat. I don't want to go up and get it and risk waking someone up. So I'm just going to make do with what I have. Do a yoga now for 45 minutes. I'll be finished by 7ish. Then get ready and go. It gives me a little bit of wiggle room because I won't need to do a walk once I get there. So I don't need to leave 7 on the dot. And then just do my walk or something later on. Like, it's still going to be very bad weather, but at least I'm not going to be out in the lashings of rain, which I just don't think is a good thing for anyone. So I better stop talking and get moving. I will say food wise, the food was nice, yeah. So I have the leftovers in a box that I'm going to bring with me today, and I just have some fruit and stuff. I need to get a spoon or a fork, but other than that, I have one of my waters here, so I'm going to drink that and then I'll drink, or I'll at least have one more water ready to go when I'm going, and then I have a big bottle of water in the car for top-ups. Okay, bye. Hello, it is after 5. I'd say it's nearly 5:30 at this stage. It is. Day is done. I have another full day tomorrow, a little bit of a later start because I don't need to set up my stall, but it will be similar time finishing tomorrow. And yeah, so today has been pretty good. No movement at all. You're literally just standing there the whole time, but I'm glad that I got my yoga done this morning. It was actually so funny because it reminded me of when I first did 75 hard back January 2024, and I had never did yoga. Like, I mean, I would have done it a handful of times, but like I never took it seriously, never liked it, any of that sort of stuff. And I was getting myself up at 6 o'clock, and I was going downstairs to the sitting room in my pajamas, and I wasn't using the yoga mat and all the rest, and it was just, when I think back to it, it was such a mess, that, like, you know, but like at least I did it, you know, and that's what the challenge got me doing. But it just reminded me of it there this morning, because I didn't even have my yoga mat, because I wasn't expecting to be doing it. I thought I was going to be doing my walk, and I was in my pajamas and my dressing gown and down in the sitting room again, and at 6 o'clock it was just really funny. But it also showed me like how far I've come since then, you know. like I'm actually starting to really enjoy doing the yoga. Like, and I wanted to talk about yoga as well, because some people would be like, oh, you're doing so much yoga, is that not a cop-out? You know, I don't think they would have said it when I was pregnant, but like maybe now at this stage. But honestly, my body has been so stiff that I think the regular stretch and movement of it, and gentle movement, is actually more of a rehab thing than anything. Like, I have like back spasm that I've had since my second pregnancy. She's 16 months now and I still have it. Like, you know, it's really sore, my legs are really tight, like I'm just like really tight. And because I had gone through a stage of doing yoga like every day, literally, to not doing it at all, like I feel like rehab wise my body actually really needs it. But also, you know, it's meditative, there's all sorts to it, like, and I think it kind of really complements what I'm doing in the gym with the workout and everything. So no, I'm really, really happy to be doing the yoga. I still have to do my walk, so I'm going to get home. It's after clearing up a good bit now, so I'm delighted with that. So I'm going to go home, do my walk, have a debrief about the day with my husband, and I still need to read as well, so I'll do that maybe in bed or so. But yeah, I definitely didn't have any time to read. In terms of not having time for anything, I also didn't I don't know where I'm going here. I also didn't eat really today. Like, I brought a lunchbox with me of my food from yesterday, and I'd say I had like maybe 5 spoons of it, and then that was it, because I really struggle eating like hot food cold. If I had a microwave there to heat it up, it would have been ideal, but I didn't, and it just makes me gag. I'm trying to see you through this, it just makes me gag a bit. But the kids had a little bit of it, but that was like literally my breakfast, and that was at like 4 o'clock. So yeah, food hasn't been great yet today, and I don't know what I have at home to eat. Honestly, I'm not even hungry. I think I'm just going off adrenaline and stuff, but I just want to get this walk out of the way and done, and then I can think about food or dinner or something. But yeah, this has been a mad day. Different kind of day. I definitely stressed about it so much. Probably too much. Sorry, I thought I seen like a famous rugby player there, and I wouldn't really know any rugby players, but I thought I seen one there. Anyways, I stressed about this weekend, and it's been grand, and yeah, it's been good, and today was good. I really focused on obviously selling journals, but also like getting Instagram followers and stuff. Like, I have a hamper there that I was you know, to potentially win the hamper, you just have to follow me on Instagram, and I'd say I got about over 200 new followers anyway, for sure. And then seeing people that I would have seen at other events and stuff like that, you know, I'm definitely starting to kind of build my network and kind of get to know people and stuff, which is really good. And I suppose Instagram is great for that as well, because people kind of see you, and they can feel like they nearly know you before you know them. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. But anyways, it's been a good day. My water is done. I'm actually cotton mouthed. I need more water, even though I've had my gallon, but I'm definitely going to have way more when I get home, because I had one purple bottle done first thing this morning. Then I had the second purple bottle done before I went into the event, and then I refilled, and then I had the third bottle during the event, but sure, that was gone fairly early in the day, and then I'm just talking all day. So that's my 3 bottles, and then my husband bought me a bottle of water there just at the very end, which I'm after slugging. It's a 500ml, so it's just under the 750, but it doesn't matter, it still takes me over the gallon. So I'm definitely going to have more water when I get home, for sure. I actually have like 4 litres here beside me, because I have a 5 litre bottle, and I filled up my bottle with it this morning. But yeah, no, it's been a really good day, and I'm really happy with it. And now I just want to get home. Where am I going here? Sorry, I want to get home and do my walk, and then that's it. Okie dokie. Bye. Good morning, it is Sunday. I am downstairs, it's just gone 6. I've got my yoga mat this time, which is fab. I have my first water done, and yeah, I'm just going to do my yoga again in the morning. I just think it worked out really well yesterday. It was just a load off my mind already having it done. It kind of set me up well for the day, and yeah, I don't need to be in there as early today, but I said I'd get up at 6 anyway. Everyone's asleep, do my yoga, and then I kind of gonna have a shower and get ready and stuff like that. And I won't be in a rush or anything, so, and that's what I'm doing. It's also shown me that I can get up at 6 and do yoga if I need to, like, you know, because that was something that I was like, I'm not doing that, I'm not getting up earlier than I have to, but I can do that. So this has been a good forced exercise for me this weekend. During the week, obviously people are getting up and going to work and stuff, so it's a little bit different, but yeah, this has been a good exercise for me. Last night I had 2 steaks, so I'd already eaten one before I realised I should take a picture. 2 steaks with like veg and some potatoes, and I did my reading last night, but it was a struggle. Like, I definitely do not want to be reading that book at night time if I can help it. It'll probably be the same today, but I got it done anyway. Right, I'm gonna go do my yoga and have my first water, and yeah, I'd say I'll probably have at least 2 bottles done before I even get there today. My throat's killing me as well, so hopefully that feels better, but I think that's just from talking so much. But anyways, I'm gonna go. Bye. My yoga session is done. Do you know what? I didn't actually realise how tight my body was. I spoke about it yesterday in the car. I'll have to re-listen to that clip to make sure that it's audible, but I'm really finding this yoga time like rehabilitating. Yeah, it's mad to think, because I went through a stage of doing yoga every day to like not doing it at all, to like now doing it some days. The days that I am doing it, I'm like, oh my god, like I would have just been walking around like this, you know, and this is where injuries happen, this is where everything happens. So yeah, I was very sore, and I'm surprised because I didn't do the gym on Friday. So the last time I did the gym was Wednesday, it's now Sunday, and I just wouldn't have expected to be that tight, because it's not like I was doing much yesterday. I was basically standing in one place, but obviously, yeah, my calves and everything, my hamstrings were in bits, my back, all of it. So interesting. Speaking of not doing much yesterday, we did go for a walk. It was late, I think it was like 7:10 or something, 7:05 by the time we left, so it was quite dark by the time we got home. We had the 2 girls with us, so obviously not ideal for them sleep wise, but it got done anyways, which is good. And yeah, I haven't checked the weather yet today, but it will be similar again. So we finish at 5, then it's, you have to take down everything, so it's the opposite today, where it's going to be a bit later. Get home, walk, and then dinner. We don't have the toddler with us today, we only have the baby, so I'm going to go in by myself, and then my husband's going to follow me in later with the baby. So yeah, anyways, we'll see. Just in terms of like her tiredness levels and everything, it's just going to be interesting compared to yesterday. But yeah, okay, coffee time. I'm gonna like pack some food that I probably won't end up eating. I had bananas with me, oranges with me, all the sort of stuff yesterday. Didn't end up having any of them, but I'm gonna go in, pack a few bits to bring with me, and then head upstairs and start getting dressed. Well, go for a shower. Bye. Okay, day 2 is done. My voice is still gone, hasn't got any better. I had cooked this morning a few rashers and sausages, so I had them at around 3ish today. That was my breakfast. Other than that, we're actually going to go to a Greek restaurant now, because I was like, oh, the last time we did this in April, we went to an Eddie Rockets, which is like a fast food diner kind of thing, and I was like, I can't do that now because it's 75 hard. And then we were thinking of going to Nando's, which is like a Portuguese style restaurant, but I love Greek food and it's good food, so we're actually going to go to a Greek restaurant now. My husband's in the other car with Saoirse,
and just have like a nice feed, which I'm very excited for. Other than that, I could probably do with like my cup of water. I can't remember if I've had more than what I meant to have. Honestly, I have no idea, but I definitely have like 3 of my purple bottles gone. And yeah, I still need to do a walk actually. So I need to make sure I walk. I need to still read as well. So I need to walk, I need to read, but first I'm gonna have a feed. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.
Hello, it is Monday. I have finished 2 bottles of water. I'm doing my reading, although I am quite distracted. And I've done my indoor workout at the gym, so that was good. Good session. I had trap bar deadlifts. I had weighted back extensions, push-ups, which are definitely getting better from the yoga as well. I really hope you can hear me. Definitely getting better from the yoga, because there's a lot of push-ups in the yoga and I just can't do a push-up yet. Never have been able to, so it is getting better. And then I had hip thrusts, and I had single arm rows, and then I had some bicep curls. So good gym session. Yeah, I'm distracted because it's Monday morning and I've had a really busy weekend and there's a lot of stuff on my mind that I want to tick off. So just while reading, I'm kind of like sending messages and emails and all that sort of stuff. Because my brain is just absolutely wired. But at the same time, I have a lot to do in the house because I didn't get to do anything done over the weekend. So Saoirse's asleep beside me now. I have to go collect Brown in a while. I haven't eaten yet. I am getting a little bit hungry. But speaking of food, last night I had the Greek dinner and then went for a walk when we got home. And then I brought up a little mandarin orange and a banana and some peanut butter to bed with me, along with some decaf coffee and tea. And I just had like a little like relaxation time before reading, so I still read. It's been really good actually reading this book, even over the weekend. You know, Saturday night reading was all about like finding a really good distribution, like your golden goose, and that was just really good thought for me, like thinking for me over that particular weekend. And then last night it was a lot about like kind of like different kind of relationships, like your win-win, your win-lose, all that sort of stuff. And again, that's been really good for me because I'm in the process of setting up like a business network for like my affiliates, and I had already been thinking of calling it like the win-win-win winning circle, or the win-win winning circle. So then reading about the win-win last night was really good for just kind of set me up for the week, and I'm excited to do that now. But yeah, my brain is just buzzing. Like even now I'm making this video while I'm reading, but I think that's okay because it's all productive, like, you know, and I'm still sitting here reading. I'm not going to move until I have my 10 pages done, even if it does take me longer, because I am doing things and ticking things off my list as I go. But it's nothing that requires me to leave the space that I'm in right now. Like, I'm not moving until the 10 pages are done. But yeah, I do want to finish them up now because I want to get a few bits done while she's asleep and while Bron is in school. So I'm gonna go now, but good day so far. I'm really looking forward to it. I have some avocados, I have some rashers, I have my eggs, so I'm really looking forward to scrambled eggs today. I feel like I haven't had it in ages. And yeah, it's good just to be back in routine, and like I have a lot to do today, both personally and business wise. But I'm excited just to get them done. So off I go. I am out for my walk. It's actually such a nice day today. We've had storms and it's so nice. I think it's to get worse again in the days to come, but it's actually so nice. And my mother-in-law's taking the two girls for a walk, so I get to walk on my own in the sunshine, which I'm really happy with. So yeah, 3 bottles done of water. Obviously took a progress pic this morning, forgot to say that. Breakfast wise, my husband actually cooked me a steak because he was home before I was after the pick up from school. But I really just wanted my eggs, and also the steak was just plain. Like, I'd rather have like fried onions and garlic and stuff with it, so I left the steak there and I still went ahead and made scrambled egg, bacon lardons and avocado, and I resisted the urge to add toast to it because I was like, you know what, it's enough, and I'd rather just fill up on the good protein and everything. And then I shared some of it with my younger daughter, but I ate most of it myself, to be fair. But a really good breakfast, and now really delighted to just be going out for a walk. I'm having a really good day. It's busy, like I'm getting a lot done, but it's like really productive. I was kind of dreading today as well. I feel like I'm just dreading my days now, but like everything is good. I really dreaded that weekend and it was grand. Anyways, I hope you can hear me because A, there's wind, and B, my voice is gone. If not, I'm not going to post this clip, but now I'm going to go enjoy my walk now. Hi, it is around 5 o'clock. I'm going to make some dinner now. I've had such a good day, like really, really productive. Like I'm really, really happy with how today was in general. Anyways, I'm going to start the dinner now. So I've decided to do like a beef Indian meal. So I'll show you what I have. So I'm going to start off with some long grain rice. I've never actually cooked rice like this, I don't think, so it'll be a first for me.
I want a spoon, Mama.
Okay, 1 second. Do you want to go get it?
No.
Alright, 1 sec. So I know it's such a basic thing, but I've never done it, so I'm going to be doing that for the first time. Then I've got beef stir fry, so I'm going to fry this up now. Once that's cooked a bit, I'm going to add in this fajita vegetable mix, just without the seasoning. So that'll be the stir fry piece. Then I'm going to add in korma cooking sauce. I know ideally I should be like making these sauces myself, but I'm just kind of getting started. So I'm going to add this in, so it's going to be a beef korma. And then and then to have on the side, I've got some plain pompons, got some plain naan bread, I've got some mango chutney, and I've got some riata. So I just said, look, I'll just get them for the crack. I don't want anyone in the comment section telling me how this isn't clean or whatever. The point is that I'm cooking it. So yeah, that is our dinner. Here we go. The rice is definitely undercooked. I did not put enough water in there, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. Have the pomponos, have the naan bread, have the sauces. Not the most aesthetic, but it'll do. Good morning. It is Tuesday, which means it's officially last day of week 2 of 75 hard. So day 14-ish, day 14, day 15. I've just finished reading. Baby is asleep on me. A toddler refused to go to school today, so have had a hectic morning.
Completely skewed my plans for the day, but she's asleep. She's asleep. Reading's done. Almost finished my second bottle. Did my pictures, and I have my yoga mat out, so I'm going to do my yoga now while they're asleep. Get that done. Yeah, really stressful morning and not ideal, but it is what it is, and it is where we are. So time to do my yoga. Food last night was okay. Taste wise, there wasn't much in it. There's a little bit of the like curry piece left, and then there's a steak yesterday that my husband bought me, so I'm just gonna have them for food today. I'm not gonna have my eggs and everything because I just want to get them gone. Yeah, rice just wasn't great either, but first time doing it, and I know I just need to put in like loads of water because I just wasn't on enough water. Alright, so that's it. Yoga time, and finished this second bottle, and then I'll be doing good. It's currently just gone 10:30, so if I get the yoga done now, it will give me the whole afternoon to do my walk. What boy? Hello, so it is coming up to 4 o'clock, and I have just discovered something terrible. Today is the 7th of October, and a lot of the food that I bought, because probably I was away for the weekend, so I wasn't really cooking, has gone off. But we're still going to eat it, but it just means I need to cook all of it now. So I have 2 loads of mince that went off on the 3rd. Today's the 7th. Still gonna eat it, I'm sure it'll be fine. 2 packets of meatballs that went off on the 6th, so yesterday. And then these burgers are actually for today. So this is not good. No bueno. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook all of the meatballs in the air fryer. While I do that, I'm going to make a pasta bolognese, which was my plan to do anyway. I am nervous about the mince, to be honest, because today's the 7th and they went off on the 3rd. However, I'm just going to use them. They'll be fine. Those dates are so overcautious for sure. But I'm just raging. I'm snapping because I could have, had I known the dates, I could have cooked them. Like one of the days in the RDS, I brought in some rashers and sausages. Like I could have just brought in meatballs and eaten the meatballs. Do you know what I mean? So I'm more annoyed than anything, but it'll be grand. So I'm gonna cook the meatballs now. They can be eaten tomorrow. Gonna cook the burgers. I mean, I could probably cook the burgers tomorrow. You know, it's today's date on it. I might just do that because then they can be eaten fresh tomorrow. Oh, it's so annoying. So annoying. Okay, so anyways, I have a lot of cooking to do. I also have some chicken wings that are the 8th. So I might have some burgers and wings tomorrow. That's probably going to be our dinner. I'm just so annoyed. But anyway, it's going to be pasta bolognese. I have sauce-wise, I have some tomato and mascarpone, which my husband and kids love. I'm going to do tried and true 2 types of olives. I'm going to do some sweet corn, and I'm going to do some capers in there. And yeah, it's just a family fave. And then I have some cheese to sprinkle on top. And I also have over here some Parmesan for another type of cheese, because cheese is life. And it's going to be fusilli pasta, so I'll probably just cook all of this, all of the mince, all the sauce. Oh, it's just frustrating. I'm just annoyed.
But look, today has not been my day, to be honest. Like, it's just my daughter was acting up this morning. The two of them ended up sleeping. To be fair, I've done all the bits. Like, I'm on my last cup of water now, and it's not even 4 o'clock. So, all is well. I've read, I've done my 2 workouts. The food will be fine. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. I feel like yesterday was such a good day for me. Like, everything just like was so good, and then today just hasn't been. But you know what I've noticed? Like, the Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays that I have the gym, because I'm like getting that workout done so early, and it's just like boom boom, get up and get out because of like school and the gym. Like, it's just really motivating, like, you know, and I get like so much done so early, and then it's like such a good routine. Like, get home, feed Saoirse while I read, you know. Then by the time it's comes to collect Brona, it's nearly time for a walk anyway. So it just like flows really well, and I feel so good. Whereas these kind of like Tuesdays and Thursdays, like ideally as well, there was just stuff that I needed to do this morning while Brona was in school that didn't get done because she didn't go to school, and it's after throwing off my whole week now. I might be able to do it on Thursday, but I would have preferred to have done it today. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's just annoying. Like, I also annoying. So I think today is just an annoying day, and I'm just annoyed. But I mean, it's the last day of week 2, which is cool. I just find it easier to think of this in terms of like weeks rather than days, which is interesting because like when I did 75 hard before, it was like, what day is it? What day is it? What day is it? What day is it? Whereas like this time mentally, I'm a lot more relaxed with that. I'm just doing days as it comes. Whereas like, I know Wednesday was my start date, so today's Tuesday, so therefore tomorrow is the start of a new week, and I don't know, I feel more relaxed doing it that way. I mean, I'm going to start cooking, and hopefully we don't all get sick from this beef, but I think it'll be fine. Bye! Okay, so I've had my pasta and mince. Honestly, at the very beginning, it tasted a bit funky, and I was like unsure about it. But it tasted fine then after that. Maybe my mouth just acclimatized to the funky taste, or maybe it was just like I'd put like capers and it was like a mascarpone sauce and stuff like that. It could have just been like all of it just tasted a bit weird together, but then it tasted nice, so it's grand. Anyways, decided I'm gonna have some yogurt. So I got this Greek style vanilla yogurt. Usually I wouldn't get like flavoured yogurts, I would just get like a natural yogurt or kefir or just Greek yogurt. But for some reason I got this. I probably won't get it again just looking at the ingredients, but I'm going to have it now. Look, at the end of the day it's yogurt. So I'm going to get that, and I'm going to put in, I have some grapes, I have some blueberries, I have some strawberries, I also have some flaxseed, and I have some chia seed. Usually I would add peanut butter in, but then obviously I'm having like plain yogurt, which I'm not now. I'm having vanilla, so I think it'll be fine on its own. And also I want to have peanut butter maybe later with banana, so I am not going to use them today's, but I'm going to have like a nice bowl of yogurt. And then yeah, it's still early, like it's still 5:15, so yeah, I'll have my banana with peanut butter later on. But it was nice. I actually didn't have any of the salad. Again, if I'm hungry later, I could probably have a little bit of salad, but I didn't have any. So that's it. Okay, so I just wanted to finish off today as it is the end of a week as well. So we had dinner. It was nice. I had some yogurt and fruit, which was nice. We spoke about that. I did bring a banana and some peanut butter up to bed with me, which was also nice. I'm enjoying my bananas. Also earlier on today, I did have some orange and some kiwi, so I just feel like I'm really conscious of wanting to get more fruit. Not because I don't get fruit in, but I just think it's easy to not have it as well. So like, we always have so much fruit in the house that like I get for the girls, and Carol has it and stuff, and I'm like, I just want to make sure that I am creating opportunities for me also to eat it. But yeah, I feel like it's been a really good week. Tomorrow I would like to do like a recap video of the week and just a few learnings and stuff that I've had. But you know, even in the progress pictures, I think I am starting to see a little bit of a change in my body after only 2 weeks, which is good. So obviously like bloating and stuff is coming down. I haven't actually weighed myself at all, so I might weigh myself in the morning and just see if there's any change there, but I'm not confident that there will be much of a change. I still feel like I am eating quite like large portions and everything, but you know, I'm working out a lot. I've got like obviously the gym in the morning. Like I'm really enjoying my weight sessions. I'm enjoying my walks. And Carl says he can see a difference in my physique, that like I look more toned and muscular like in my legs and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really glad to be finished another week. And yeah, I will do a recap video, but I'm really enjoying it. So I just wanted to close off today. I'm in bed, just chilling out, and yeah, I look forward to the next 8.5 weeks. Hi everyone, so it's me again. I just want to do a quick recap of the week that was. This was a really interesting week for me for multiple reasons, but the main one being the weekend and the huge 2-day event that I had, where it was like literally I had to be there first thing in the morning and then leaving at 5 o'clock with obviously the commute home and everything as well. It was the weekend that I was really concerned about when even like beginning this journey of 75 hard and wondering, you know, how am I going to do it? Is this going to be the end of the journey for me, especially when it's so early on in the 75 days? So do you know what was really interesting was I dreaded it so much. I made it such a big thing. I knew that like, you know, if I got over this weekend, the rest of the journey has to be plain sailing. There's no other option, because there was nothing else similar to that was coming up for the rest of the 75 days. But actually it was totally fine. It was grand. You know, I totally just made it bigger than it was. You know, everything is about time management, it's about discipline. Like I was setting an alarm, I was getting up at 6 o'clock, I was coming downstairs, I was doing yoga, I was making sure I was going out into pitch black, cold weather in the evenings. There was a storm on at the time and everything, and you know, I just made it work. Like the water was fine. Food, I ended up not even eating that much because I was just working off adrenaline, but I did bring food in with me every single day, and then I had a good meal when I got home afterwards. And you know, the 10 pages, yeah, like they were a struggle. I was doing them last thing at night. I was so tired, but like the content of the book was actually really relevant for the weekend that I was having, so that just made it like better, because I was really able to like put the content into context, you know. And it was really interesting. I'm really glad that I got to do that. By the time I was showing up to the event every morning, you know, I had been up for hours, I had done yoga, I was feeling fresh, I had had my coffee, I drank loads of water, keeping myself hydrated. So I feel like that was actually really beneficial for the weekend as well. Like I was just in a good state getting there. I wasn't groggy, I wasn't feeling horrible from eating crap food. Yeah, it was really good. One thing that did happen at the weekend was I had anticipated that I'd be doing my outdoor walks first thing. Due to the storm, I had to change last minute. Literally on the Saturday morning, I was like, you know what, the weather's going to get better later on, I'm going to do a yoga now instead of going for my walk. And this brings me to my second point of like this week brought like a lot of flexibility in terms of activities, particularly the outdoor activity, or just the workouts in general. So I think when you're trying to do 75 hard, it's really important to have kind of like anchor activities. So like every morning when I'm getting dressed, without fail, put on my underwear, I take my photo. Like that's it. If I don't take it when I'm getting dressed, like I probably won't take it, and then I'll fail. I've found that, you know, especially during the week, so I'm dropping my toddler to school, I come home with the baby, I feed the baby to sleep. While I'm feeding her, I'm reading my 10 pages, you know. So there's like certain kind of like habits and routines that I'm getting into now. Just trying to get all of my water in as early as possible, and then everything else is just a bonus after that. Like by the afternoon, like I have my gallon done and everything is just happy days there. But with the activities, like I try, like, because you have to have them 3 hours apart, like that really puts you under pressure to try get as much in as possible, like early in the day. So the Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays I'm finding really easy because I have my indoor workout in the gym done, you know, before I've even realized that I've woken up. So then it's just like a walk in the afternoon or in the evening. But there was a couple of times where I actually had to like be really flexible with that, and I suppose you need to have that kind of like fixed like routine, but you also need to have flexibility as well, and like that's life in general. But you can't be one or the other. You can't just be leaving everything to chance, and you can't be super rigid and super fixed, because life happens, you know, like that's just what happens. So there were two examples that I can think of this week where this came up, and that was obviously the morning of the Saturday morning with the event and the weather and stuff, and switching that up. But it was also earlier on in the week where I had dropped my daughter to school. I wanted to go get something, I can't remember what it was, but I needed to go for a shop, and I was like, do you know what, bring the baby to the shop, get that done. Oh, I think I was actually in the newspaper that day. I wanted to go pick up a newspaper, so I was like, go to the shop, pick that up, get home, put baby to sleep, do yoga. But on the way to the shop, my baby actually fell asleep in the car, so I couldn't do that. So I'm just lucky I had my book with me at the time, so while she was asleep in the car, I read my 10 pages, and then I was like, do you know what, while I'm here, it's like, it wouldn't make sense for me now to drive home, wake her up, like she's not going to go back asleep to do my yoga. So it's like, it just makes sense for me to spend as much time as I can in the car, read my 10 pages, then get her out and go for a walk in the town that I was in. And it was actually lovely because I ended up going around like my old university campus, which you would have seen. It's like such a beautiful space, and it's nowhere that like I wouldn't have thought of going there, other than the fact that like I turned a right rather than turning a left, and then the gates of the campus were there, and I was like, oh my god, I'll just go in here. And it was so nice, and I would definitely like to go back there before the end of the 75 days. You'll have seen it's actually, there's like 2 campuses for the university, and the campus that we went to is called the old campus, and it's actually where priests go to do their training and to become ordained and everything. So you might have seen a lot of kind of like churchy kind of vibes. That is because there's literally priests getting ordained there and like that's where they go for their training. So yeah, that was just really good, and it was just like, look, you have to be able to think of the spot and be flexible. And I'm lucky that I had my books, but also I wanted to get a bit of work done on my phone, and I couldn't because I had no internet, because I was literally in a car park. So look, things work out for you the way that they're meant to, but you need to just be able to think on the spot and be like, right, what can I get done in the position that I'm currently in. Food wise, I wanted to say it's been fine, it's been good. Like I've tried a couple of recipes, like I made like traditional lasagna, I'm really practicing that. I've made like the ravioli lasagna using a recipe, but having said that, you know, this week I also kind of did like an Indian, which was okay, it wasn't great, but I want to this week coming do more. I don't feel like I'm 2 weeks done now, and I don't feel like I've really done that much other than the ravioli lasagna. So I went shopping last night for the week, and I had recipes in mind, and I got some buttermilk so I can make some soda bread. So I want to make that either today or tomorrow. And I got like other things like kind of sauerkraut and like just different things. I got a few different bits like in my shop, so I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I just thought, you know, to bring different flavors and different tastes, which is the whole point. Like I want to be able to do different things. Yeah, I got breadcrumbs, which I've never really used breadcrumbs before, and I got a chicken. So I want at some point this week to make like maybe like a chicken roast or something. You know, a few different things. So I'm trying to like vary it up a little bit now. I feel like it was very kind of same, lots of minced pasta in different variations. So I'm going to try something different in this week, and I want that to continue on. There are a few things that I said at the very beginning I want to do. I want to make a pizza from scratch. I've never done that. There's some like, you know, like reels that you get on like Instagram or shorts on YouTube. Like I'd like to make at least one of them. You know, I want to make scones, I want to make an apple tart, I want to make like protein energy balls. I want to make all of these things. I've made a few of them previously, so I want to like make them again. And you know, time is ticking. I'm only 2 weeks in, but for me, I feel like it's going quite fast, which is a good thing, but I don't want this opportunity to be lost, you know. And then the last thing I want to talk about is exercise. I just think it's so interesting doing the exercise while I have the two kiddos. I've got obviously Brona, who's a toddler, who you know, they come on a walk with me every single day, but I also have Saoirse, who can be there a lot when I'm doing like my yoga, or when I'm all the time when I'm going to the gym. Brona had a day off school one of the days, so she came to the gym with me as well. And you know, when it comes to the yoga, like I actually do the yoga from a video on my phone, so I can't record it. So any kind of clips that you see of me doing yoga, it's just like literally me pausing the video, taking a video of the girls like climbing all over me or whatever, and then I go straight back to the yoga. So if I'm always in child's pose, that's why. You're not seeing me doing anything else. But yeah, the gym is really interesting as well, because there are periods of time where the girls are like climbing on me, or like I'm trying to do something and they're like sitting on me and all that sort of stuff. So it is really interesting doing that. But just with the yoga as well, I just want to say that I'm really honestly like appreciating the yoga. So when I did 75 hard for the first time, it was January of 2024, and again, I was 20 weeks pregnant at the time, and you know, I pretty much did like months, like 4 months of yoga every single day, and I had never really done yoga before that. I had no interest in it. Like I had done a few bits, but like nothing. Like I just was really awkward doing it and stuff. And even though I did it for like every single day for like 4 months, and I've done it a few times like since then, I haven't done it for a while. And doing it this time now, like I really feel like I'm starting to appreciate yoga physically. I feel like, you know, I'm really starting to, excuse the pun, get into the flow, and I can just feel myself getting stronger. I feel it really good for like rehabilitative purposes, like stretching, and really kind of like supporting my weight workouts and my body. And you know, I definitely feel like it's what I'm meant to be doing. So having said all that, it is time for me to go do a yoga right now while Saoirse is asleep. So thank you so much for watching. I'm really interested and excited to see what week 3 brings. And I know these videos are quite long, but you know, I am enjoying doing these. Like it's a kind of a creative outlet for me, and it's something that I enjoy to do. So yeah, if you have made it to the end, thank you so much. I would obviously appreciate any likes or comments, and I will see you next time. Bye.